push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fist might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we on the fight. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we on the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fist might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we on the fight. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we on the fight. Tempers get hot when the rubber burns. A push to a shove, a lesson is learned. Fist might fly when the tension breaks. You do what you gotta, for goodness sakes. It's Sunday, Sunday, blood, sweat, and glory. Highline racing, yeah, we ride the story. Feel the thunder, hear the crowd ignite. We on the back top, we on the fight.
Somebody's going to win, somebody's going to lose. Losing is not even fun.
All right, we're live right here. Saturday night Showdown right here in Daytona on the Highline Racing Network. I'm Tommy Rogers, and I'll be your broadcaster once again. Getting ready to kind of take a look at a few of these drivers. You know, we got quite a few guys in here tonight. You see, we've got VRX is in the house. You got Mama T. You got Greg Spiker, Brian Duncan, quite a few guys. It looks like Brian Hennings is in here. Chase Rockford. Definitely got a battle going down tonight on the Highline with VRX. So it's going to be a fun one. Indeed. We just highly encourage everybody to please be run it clean. We're going to jump around right here. We got a big update. So what we're going to do, we're going to pull up some drivers here. Get eyes on these guys, show a little love. And then from there, we're going to start getting things going. We're going to play episode 15 from the show covering that followed race 15 of our first season. So you guys will get a recap of that. And then for the most part, we haven't put together much new stuff here recently, but we're definitely going to be working on something with some of the guys for next week. So look forward to that. But in the meantime, we're going to start getting things situated here in a bit, get all of our teams set up, and take a look at that. But we're going to bounce around and let's see. Looking for a good comms check once. I just want to make sure people are hearing the cars and the audio. Let's see. All right. We're on Chase Rockford here. Taking a look. Chase Rockford also here with VRX tonight. Good to see Chase out here again, running in the 24. Greg Spiker also VRX. Mama T's husband. Always good to see the big dogs from VRX coming out. Once again, our man, the Wolf, Ryan Wilson of AWR, coming out on track as we speak there in that beautiful Jim Segredo designed number 23. Ooh, that's still one of the hottest cars on track every time he runs it. Gotcha. Perhaps we might just turn down the car engine noise just a little in total. But we're going to bounce around. Taking a look here now at Bill Walker in the 29. Bill Walker, he is showing up in our race analysis. A lot of guys put in information about drivers, and Bill Walker is listed as a guy that is considered a top 10 qualifier and a top 10 finisher. A-class driver, 3.51. So definitely somebody that's a clean driver, and it sounds like he's going to be very competitive. So good to see Bill Walker of, looks like he's with JWR. So good to see him out here. Got DJ in the house right there in the 7. Currently on the random squad. And boys coming out strong. Benjamin Richards of VRX. Good to see Benjamin Richards out here once again. Our boy Eric Hayden coming through in the Pedley's Garage. 100 car tonight. Representing Highline Racing. There in the Pedley's car. Want to remind each and every one of you guys that, hey, Pedley's is one of well, actually is the primary sponsor for the Highline Racing Network. All right, squeaking over. Gonna take a look at Dan Charles. Dan Charles coming around here in the 26. Looks like he's in a Twin Peaks car. Indeed. All right. Moving over, going to take a look at Sean Stamper. Sean Stamper, the most popular driver in all of the Highline. Bringing in all the fans, coming out in another beautiful 09 AWR Highline car. Got SMT in the house. Evan Perry making it in once again. Evan Perry there in the 72. Working with the Wolf and DJ. Easton Collins of ADM in the house. Easton Collins with a brand new logo. We're going to get it thrown up on there. Adirondack Motorsports. Good luck to our man Easton Collins tonight. Fort Wrench Motorsports also. Scott Wise in here rolling tonight. We know he's allied up with the likes of LBS, being short-handed, but man, always big when you got the CEO of the Masters of the Draft making it into the race. Good luck to you, my friend. Mama T. Might have to do a little bit of work with some of these guys. Make sure all of these guys might have to add a couple. But Mama T coming out right now. They're in the 70. Yes, yes, sir. We're talking about the world famous, the iRacing world queen, the Mama T. Good to see Mama T out here tonight as well. All right. Well, we're gonna go ahead and get this kicked over. We're gonna start with the episode 15. Hope you guys enjoy.
We crowned 2 winners at IRSS, baby. You heard me, boys. It's go time, Dan.
Man, oh man, it was awesome at IRSS. Stamper gets his first win, and Haley clinches the championship. We got the highlights and the interviews for sure. But recent news indicates Left Turn Lightning planned to sign Haley, but Red Bull was like, you got me tripping. Check out Red Bull backpedal on what they said last week.
Thanks for joining us here on the show's hot seat, Mark Sylvester.
Sure. Thanks. Glad to be here.
Well, you signed Haley after you said he must win just last week. Watch this playback.
I know you wanted that win, but your day is coming, buddy. You're still the champ.
Thanks, man.
Red Bull has a clause in Haley's contract that states he must win at least 1 race or he will lose the top sponsorship. Let's hear from them now.
Red Bull wins stages, races, and the championship. That's the standard, and currently Trevor has not won through 14 races. We are actively looking at moving up several drivers to the Highline Cup Series, and yes, SVG and Connor Zilish could replace Haley.
Really, I thought we were going to be talking about SVG losing to Tyler.
Nope, not today.
Yeah.
Admit it, man.
Yeah.
You guys got nervous about Haley signing with LTL Energy Drinks, and you guys went back on your word.
Look, we did what we had to do.
Right.
But we don't answer to you or anybody. All right, guys, let's get down to business. Check out these highlights.
Haley takes stage 1 and DHR goes 1, 2, 3 in stage 1. Check it out.
You guys all took 2 tires as they are moving into turn 3 as we speak. Coming to stage 1. Let's see if Brandon Showers makes any move. As they're through turn 4. No move as of yet. There it is. Brandon Showers making the move. Oh, my goodness. Here it is. Nick Bauman, I think. I think Nick Bauman takes it. Wow, we're going to have to go back. We're definitely going to have to go back. It's looking like Trevor Haley won the stage, but we're taking it back right now. Not easy to see. Taking it quarter. Man, it looks to me like Nick Bauman.
I don't know what they saw there, but whatever. We got stage 2 coming up right after these messages.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic, real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
Twinkle Toes over here took second in the first stage, but lucked out and won stage 2. Check it out.
With Trevor Haley being the points leader, at this point, Brandon Showers might elect to go with Nick Bauman to potentially ensure a win. Or I shouldn't say to ensure a win, but just to get more points than our points leader tonight. I don't know what Nick Bauman's got going on tonight, but it's looking like Nick Bauman posted a picture in the Discord. It looks like he might be racing on a laptop at the moment with his wheel, his Moza wheel connected. As we are coming through turn 3 right now with the leaders. As we are coming right now, who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? It looks like it's gonna be Nick Bauman. Nick Bauman has won stage 2. Nick Bauman, Trevor Haley, Brandon Showers, Alex Nebo, and Evan Perry. Dark Horse 1, 2, 3 once again.
Girl, show us Stamper getting that win already.
Okay, let's go.
We thought he had it. Wow. These guys still battling it out right now. It looks like it is still going down. Oh, and they're wrecking, but Sean Stamper still has it. Sean Stamper will win. Sean Stamper wins tonight. We called it twice. We thought he had it earlier, but he had one more lap to go, and he gets it. Sean Stamper wins right here on the iRacing Super Speedway. Week 15 to pull his first win of the season.
Let's go! This is awesome! Can your boy get signed now? Either way, we are celebrating all night. Yo, I'm Cody, but everyone calls me Pimp C. We are gonna start a new segment where I crack jokes about the drivers. And we may even upload audio sound bites from the race chat and Discord quotes and trash talk. Now to commercial. Before every race, I make sure my lug nuts are tight and my breakfast is tighter. Lug Nut Cereal Pride, breakfast at high speed. People always ask what makes me so fast on the track. Talent, skill? Nope, Lug Nut Cereal. It's the only breakfast built like racing tires because champions don't eat flakes, we eat lug nuts. Get yours at stores near you. This is what keeps me going after getting turned on the last lap. What a win! Congratulations, Sean. We had 2 winners. That's right, Trevor clinched the championship. Let's hear from the champ. I can't believe this. I got a new contract from Red Bull and took the championship for DHR, baby!
Are the champions!
Yeah! Look at him. So wonderful. You're all out of time, so we are skipping the nerds over at Stats this week. See y'all Sunday at Dega.
If the plan doesn't work, change the plan, but never the goal.
Rubber meets steel with a whole lot of weight. If you ain't running the high line, you're already behind. No left, no fear, leave it all on the line. We don't tilt.
All right, we're back with you. Hope you enjoyed episode 15. Woo. All right. Moving along here. Let's take a look. We had eyes on Chase Rockford here just a little while ago. Getting eyes on that number 24 one more time. Got Chris Drennan. Chris Drennan looking at the race analysis and try to see all right, trying to get info here on Chris Drennan. There in the 51 it says that he is a top 20 qualifier and runs well in top split. Not getting much indication as to how well like we typically do, but nevertheless it sounds like he is a pretty decent driver. Good to have you in here with us, Chris. I think the Collinator, Dave Collins, first time. Man, Dave, you're gonna have to get on there and fix your profile pic, man. You don't want to be sideways. It just looks kind of weird, huh? Getting eyes, though, on the 707. All right. Looking around the track. Good eyes on Scott Wise of Torque Wrench Motorsports. There in the 31. Looks like Derek Jacobs right behind Scott Wise. One of the head sheds of the VRX, Greg Spiker, coming through in a 65. Joshua Sprague here in the 31. Always good to see him out here as well. At this point in time, we're going to go take a look here at our keys to success, brought to you by Pedley's Garage. It's telling us, hey, fast starts. You don't want to be slow on the start. You want to be right there with the guys. You don't want to get rear-ended, any of that. You need to keep that car clean. That pit strategy. Every race in a Highline is going to be a fuel strategy race to some extent, of course. And it goes without saying, we're in Daytona. Avoid the big one. If you battle of attrition, guys. If your car stays healthy, you're more than likely going to be in the top 10, top 15, guaranteed. And at the end of the day, you know, link up with some partners and have a strong finish. You don't want to be up there in the front with nobody around. You want to have some of your teammates. This is Pack Racing. And Pack Racing right here at Daytona, like I mentioned, We're looking at 2.5 mile tri-oval, 31-degree banking turns. We're going to be going over 200 miles an hour. And hey, we're at the home of the Daytona 500, baby. And moving on along, we're going to head over back to the track for a moment. And we are going to take a quick look here. Looks like Doug Helfer. I think he is showing up in the wrong team. We're going to take a look at that really quick. All right. All right. Well, now we're going to head over. We're going to get to a recent episode of the newest little quick episodes of the Pit Stop coming right at you.
Welcome to Highline's Pit Stop. I am Lisa Martin, and to my right, co-host Sherm Stewart, and on my left, Cody Cook, or Pimp C. Our topic today is regarding the discussion in the network's Discord regarding the driving ability of Zach Cato of AWR.
He has the potential and talent. He just doesn't run as much as Trevor does. Bet if he did, people would change their mind in a hurry.
I legit think Cato is a Trevor quality driver.
No way he is not Trevor quality, you mofo.
He holds his own in SS tracks with the best, and does well in intermediate, but not road and short tracks like Trevor.
And he has the potential and talent. He just doesn't run as much as Trevor does. Bet if he did, people would change their mind in a hurry.
Put Trevor Haley right now in the Glen against Cato, and it's a butt kicking. You know it. Potential, though, of course. Cato could be better than Trevor one day, just not today.
Trevor is a far more superior driver overall than Cato. He has a shot at the super speedways, but Richmond, the Glen, Indy, Michigan, Trevor wins in a landslide.
Give Cato the time to practice like Trevor does before a race, and I say Cato. Trevor practices like crazy before every league race.
I actually would agree, but he needs time in advance, multiple days before a race, to compete with Haley.
Nope, I think it's still too soon for Cato. Give him a week to practice, and I still think he loses 75% of the races to the champion.
Oh, come on.
Well, that's all for this pit stop. Let us know what you think of Cato versus Haley. Peace.
Watch me wiggle, watch me jiggle. I'm the king now. Just a little.
All right, back with you. Hope you guys enjoyed a little quick episode of the Pit Stop. You know, we got fans, though. You know, a lot of fans come out. You know, they got a lot of support for their drivers, and we caught up with a few of them. And we're going to get you down there, take a look at those guys before we kick this off. Just wanted to show a little love real quick to Bill Walker making it in tonight. They're in the 29, along with our boy Jerry Fassett, also of Blind Squirrel Media, and running, of course, with AWR. Joshua Spraggs just recently being moved up to the random squad. Not many randoms that we consider guys that race with on occasion. You know what I mean? And you know, we come to enjoy having those guys with us, just as they enjoy racing with us, I suppose. But we're going to head over to those fans now. Hope you guys enjoy it.
We are Sebastian Michael's emo fan club. Oh yeah, that's right. CNY is straight punking people today. Yeah!
Oh honey, thank you so very much, Mr. Randy. I like you and one race car driver husband. Then we can go to Walmart every day for shopping, and I cook noodle for sure.
Well, I do love Walmart.
Mr. Driver, over here, please.
Sign this for me. Please, just one more. I need this signature. Hey, right here.
Just talk about your team dynamic, Josh, on LBS.
Okay, cool. I basically saved LBS from going bankrupt. Straight up. When I got here, Lark didn't know how to qualify, so I schooled him up. I give it to him, though. He can add numbers like 6 and 7, and he know it's 13 automatically. Yeah. We are going over technical moves with Lark today. First lesson, anti-wreck. And you see the kid seems to be a magnet lately for my inside quarter panel. All right, kids, in we go.
Okay, honey.
Watch your step, guys. Hurry up, we're ready to go.
I taught the whole team how to qualify. I am the mastermind.
Yeah, I'm in the vein, feeling like a dog.
All right. Looks like we are now heading over into qualification. Indeed we are. So we're going to get ready, and we're going to have to jump over really quick. We're going to show another few more fans and get straight into the national anthem. Be right back with you.
Caleb Smith and LBS Racing is going to dominate AWR for sure. DHR is our only real concern. Caleb Smith's signing is enormous for this team. Look, I look at Trevor Haley like a Denny Hamlin. I think he deserves a win for sure, just not today. Woo, honey, this is TWM country. Scott Wise is going to dominate DHR and that Angry Wives team all night long. Y'all can eat our dust tonight, baby.
Look, Sheridan Wade and Nate Fields are hungry, and we are giving them the green light all night. DHR sucks compared to us at IRSS, and that's on my mama.
This is the limited edition Lee Ball hat.
Wow.
Straight up, man. And then he also says you can get this jacket for $85.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
We are back. Not sure if this is the right car for Scott Wise tonight. Got the, there it is. Got the Lakeside up now. Just did a quick refresh of the trading paints. And qualifying is over, so we are definitely going to take a look here and see what we are working with tonight, as everyone is getting ready to grid up. We want to thank each and every guy out here tonight. Also, ladies, I forget, we got Mama T in the house. Definitely good to see all you guys out here tonight. And it looks like we're starting to see some stuff out front. So we are going to get ready to... looks like qualifying is not quite finished just yet. It does look like it's wrapping up, though, as we speak. Indeed, it's going to be a fun one, though, right here on a Saturday night showdown on the Highline Racing Network. As all of these guys are preparing to start gridding up, it looks like they are indeed now starting to grid up. All right. And in row one, we got VRX's Brian Hennings. In P2, SMT's Evan Perry. In row two, Brian Rainville and Bryce Hinton. In row three, Larkin Boyer and Miguel De La Cruz. In row four, Dave Collins and Matt Brown. In row 5, Chase Schaefer and Edward Fielder. Row 6, Highlines, Sean Stamper and Ryan Wilson, the Wolf. Eric Hayden and Josh McKinney coming in row 7. Row 8, Chris James and Jerry Fassett. Row 9, Mama T of VRX and Chris Drennan. Row 10, take a look at Joshua Sprague and Evan Deltweiler. We got Chase Rockford and Greg Spiker, both the VRX, coming in row 11. Jacob Johnson and Bill Walker in row 12, as these guys are starting to head out. Row 13, Kristen Rhodes, just recently signed with LBS for a 3-race deal, trying to compete with the likes of Dark Horse, all the guys at Highline, AWR, and VRX, along with our man, Derek Jacobs. Robert Sanders and Doug Helfer there in row 14. Row 15, Dan Charles and Torque Wrench Motorsports, Scott Wise. Row 16, VRX's Brian Duncan and Joshua Chrisman. Row 17, Tobias Hofkray and Easton Collins. In row 18, Carter Casey and Jackson Berry. Row 18, Benjamin Richards and Adam Krish. Row 20, Kenneth Blackburn and the voice of the Highline, the Jet, Jim Sagredo. Row 21, Dylan McLeod and Logan York. Row 22, Ben Caddo and Daryl Cox. And last but not least, Jeffrey Cooper. All right. Pace car's taking them through 3, heading into 4 now. As we are getting ready to go green with our leader there on the bottom of VRX, Brian Hennings, our pole setter tonight. Heading into the penalty start zone, and the green flag is out. Looking real good tonight. We're going to see a lot of long pushes. 15% tape. We normally run 25%, but tonight these cars are all outfitted with 15%, so we're going to see how it shakes up the field.
Going to be caution.
Oh, we got a wreck in the back. Looks like Adam Krish. We're going to head back since we're under caution because, like I said, the first 3 laps of the race going green, along with after each stage, if there's a wreck within those first 3 laps with at least 2 cars, caution will come out. Taking a look at what transpired back here with Adam Krish. Quite a few other drivers involved. Wow, so early. We're just here on lap 2, fellas. We're going to watch this take place right in front of us, going full speed. A lot of guys involved there. Looking for the 31, I want to say it was Joshua Sprague. We're going to bring it back on him just for a moment. It looked like quite a bit of it occurred right here. So we're going to go full speed. Indeed. Goes a checkup. And he got annihilated. Looks like by Chase Rockford. Not checking up there as these guys are coming into the turn. All right, let's take a look here as we got Evan Perry now out front with Bryce Hinton there behind him. Going to take a look at some of the team breakdown while we're here under caution. I thought we had Matt Brown in, but it does look like we do have Matt Brown. And indeed it is showing up. SMT's Matt Brown and Evan Perry in the house tonight. Bryce Hinton there with LDS Racing, Larkin Boyer, Josh McKinney, and Christian Rhodes. VRX coming in tight tonight. Quite a few heavy hitters. Jerry Fassett, AWR, Team 1, Ryan Wilson, Jerry Fassett. Team 2, the Highline squad, got Sean Stamper, Jim Segrito, and Eric Hayden in here tonight. Really unfortunate not to have Kyle Cameron or Zach Cato. Easton Collins there in the Adirondack Motorsports number 63. And another team of guys out here, guys that run with us pretty regularly. Joshua Sprague, Derek Jacobs, and Chris James. good to have these teams that are out here running, a lot of other guys as well. Each and every one of you guys, there might be some other teams out here, guys that we're not accustomed to. At the end of the day, this is a hosted race. So there's several guys that we're not familiar with in here, or overly familiar with, I should say. For most part, we've got some form of we have some notes from the uploaded race analysis on some of these drivers, but not everyone has the ability to see that. So we appreciate the ability to be able to see, you know, the analysis of some of these drivers. Looking at the analysis here on AWR's Jerry Fassel. Analysis says here, runs with a top-tier team in AWR, sponsored by TWRS, of course they are, along with all the Highline. We're all one team. Then looking at a A-class driver, but does not run officials in a long time, or very often for that matter, it states. Says he's had a history here as of late with the blinking issues. So, you know, we reference Pedley's Garage, our official sponsor. You know, if you need some blinker fluid, that's who you want to reach out to. Or back on board with Evan Perry of SMT. Is he going to be taking us back green there with Bryce Hinton on the high side? Miguel De La Cruz, Matt Brown, Brian Hennings rounding out the top 5. Edward Fielder, BRX, Brian Rainfield, Larkin Boyer of LBS, Brian Wilson, and Dave Collins rounding out the top 10. As we're going to be heading into the Pedley start zone as we speak. Green flag is going to be coming out. It's out. 72 on the road. Moving to the high side there with Bryce Hinton. Bryce Hinton. I'm really having a hard time with the Bryce Hinton and the Brian Hennings. Both top-notch drivers. That's the reason. Looks like the bottom side's starting to build more momentum. Gonna try to get some cash info on some of these guys. Evan Perry currently at 195. We're going to see how high he gets up to here. The 74 of Brian Hennings right on him there. Joshua Crispin now moving up 31 spots. Beautiful night right here in Daytona. Currently looking at 64 degrees out here on the track, with a 64 degrees here tonight. %, humidity, so it is a clear, blue, beautiful night right here on the Highline Racing Network. Miguel De La Cruz really putting up a fight there in that FedEx 43. There on the bottom side, right there in front of Brian Hennings. Want to remind each and every one of you guys that are watching the race tonight, please throw down them thumbs up. You know, don't even hesitate, man. Put out a shout out for your drivers, man. Anybody and everybody. We're going to show them love. We can't just jump. Oh, boy, we got one getting loose. Looks like the 31 got a lot of damage there. What a miracle it was there for him. I thought for sure we were about to see the big one. It's like we got an indication of Scott Wise going off track. I want to see what's going on. We're going back to see a look at that. Not the right guy. Did it get an indication of a Christian Rhodes crash? Looks like Scott Wise involved in the incident there with his ally in the LBS car. Indeed, the 31 of Scott Wise was the damaged vehicle, as we're going to see this transpire. He's doing all he can to stay down. I'm sure he's letting them know, trying to get down, not much he can do. And it ends up getting some guys stacked up. And eventually around he goes. We're going back live. Get that car fixed, Scott Wise. Back up front with Miguel De La Cruz. Getting some indications about Miguel De La Cruz. Apparently he is a superior driver, known to be highly competitive. Says here in the notes, can force the issue. We're going to keep an eye, but we're talking about a top-tier driver in Miguel De La Cruz. Evan Perry there on the high side, making the moves. Coming up on him, looks like potentially Brian Duncan of BRX. Indeed. Brian Duncan there. We're going to go on board. See what Brian Duncan can do here as he's 3 laps down currently. Just trying to keep the car safe at the moment. You got to remember, a lot of times if you get caught up in stuff early, you are definitely going to have to, lag back, hang with the back of the pack, leave yourself room. Daytona, very important. There's not much room here. Narrow track. You want to stay down on the bottom so you have an exit route. Never know. Never know. Taking a look at the chat, though. We got one saying a Tokyo Drift. That's what it looked like for sure. Giving the shout-outs to Sean the Man Stamper. Got eyes on him right now, coming around. Right behind AWR's Eric Hayden. Got Chase Rockford there on the high side, right behind his teammate, Brian Duncan. Sean Stamper currently in 14th after starting 11th. He may be playing it cool right now. He might have been caught up at something early. Just looking to watch his back. Save himself some fast repairs as they're going to be working towards the and just like that, the 51 going around. Wow, we're going to have to definitely go back and see how the 51 just went around there. 100% sure which driver there is in that 51. He might be represented tonight by iRacing in a different number. That is something that we don't like. We don't like when guys don't have the number that they have on their car. Come season 2, everybody will have their assigned numbers. We will not have those kind of issues in the upcoming season, that is for sure. Taking a look up front, as Bryce Hinton is now up front in the lead with the Wolf of Angry Wives Racing right there behind him. Big time respects to LBS's Joshua McKinney and Larkin Boyer running up front. Man, these are some top tier drivers. If you look at the top 5 right now, we're looking at Bryce Hinton. I mean, this guy wins. This guy could actually be a significant competitor to Trevor Haley for next year's championship, especially if he can stay linked up with a solid team. A lot of teams that have a lot of interest. I know there's some guys in the AWR community that have interest in Bryce Hinton, and of course LBS is there on a 3-race deal. I want to say this is race 2, potentially race 3 of that current deal. But Bryce Hinton really come on strong as of late, just in the zone. Ryan Wilson, you know, the Wolf, the man from AWR, there in the 23, right behind him. We're talking superior drivers. LBS's Josh McKinney, also of G Lightning. I mean, we're talking guys that have a ton of experience, guys that run competition on the regular basis. Larkin Boyer, mastermind to LBS, right there with him. Pryor, Spire Esports driver. Brian Hennings, the star, the champion within VRX. As far as I know, this man wins everything in the community over in VRX. Runs up front all night long. Has yet to be able, after the challenge, to come in and get a win for VRX. But I do believe it's coming soon, because anytime you have firepower under the hood of a VRX number 74 driven by Bryce Hennings, you know damn well he's got American flags and tornadoes under the hood of that car. I promise you that. Ryan Wilson now edging out as he's now up front. More than likely, it looks like Bryce Hinton may have dropped down to allow the 23 to cool. Oh no, he's heading into pit. That's what he's doing. We're watching these guys as they're heading down pit road. So far, so good. Not seeing any issues. Outstanding work by a good 11, potentially 11 cars pitting in together there as they're now on the move, heading out. As we're jumping back over on the leader, they're teamed up with the Wolf. Oh, the Wolf heading into pit road now as well. Taking a look as these guys are coming through. Eric Hayden making it in as well. Eric Hayden looked like he had a lot of speed, but he's also got a lot of experience getting on the brake coming into the pit road here. I do not show any indication of a black flag on Eric Hayden, so he got that car woed up. We're on lap 21. lap 25 will be the stage. Looking at chat. Don't tamper with the stamper is what they're saying. Yes, ma'am. We know all too well we raced as a competitor against Sean Stamper for quite a while. And then as we moved on, we ended up doing more broadcasting, and, you know, a lot of dynamics changed, and now we're teammates with Sean Stamper. But I don't get to race with him near as much as I'd like to because I'm constantly in the booth. We're looking for some more broadcasters to come on, you know, build those views up, gain a little bit of notoriety, join the network. Network with some of these top tier teams and all these guys out here. We need some more broadcasting. We know Craig Rose, CSR, he's looking to do some. We know Randy Schweitzer of RSI, he's looking to do some. Hey man, you got to pull the. You're gonna have to get on it. We're ready for it. I'm ready to get behind the wheel. As Bryce Hinton here coming out of 4, going to be taking us to lap 23. Taking a look at our man, Easton Collins, real quick. Getting a little bit of, show a little love here as ADM 63. Watching him through the fan cam at the moment. As here we'll see Easton Collins there in the 63 coming around. Chris James been running with us quite a bit more lately as he's coming on board now on the random squad. We're just waiting to see who he's going to end up signing with. Chris James is considered a highly safe and fair driver. Looking at more analysis on him, it says he's a top 20 finisher against top splits. So, hey, this man has experience. This man can challenge with the best of them. But Bryce Hinton coming around. Coming through turn 3, taking us to the stage. Who's it going to be? I don't know. The 74's out front now. It looks like Brian Hennings might get it. I don't know. It's back and forth. It might be Hinton. Oh, who is it going to be? They're through. It looks like Hinton got it.
Caution.
It looks like Hinton got it indeed.
Kind of talk me through what's going on again.
Hinton got it. We're going to bring that back. Trying to see if we can't find a better angle as we're watching these guys come into the start zone now. Here they come. Does indeed. Bryce Hinton has definitely got him edged out by, it looks like, a bumper. Congratulations to Bryce Hinton of LBS on another successful stage win right here on the Saturday night showdown on the Highline Racing Network. And while we're under caution, we're going to take a look at chat real quick. It says, remember, guys, if you're enjoying the action tonight on the Highline Network, please drop a comment and hit the like button so we can continue to watch all this excitement, all that coming from the fans of Sean Stamper. We really appreciate it. We really appreciate it, and that is a fact, Jack. So while we're here, we're going to head over and we're going to hit up some commercials. And we'll be right back with you.
Before I had left turn lightning, I finished 18th. Now I still finish 18th, but way faster. Does it help with braking? Braking? We don't do that here. Left turn lightning energy fuel. Official drink of Highline Racing Network. Full send approved.
Turn it up. Let it in.
Yes, sir. Throwing it down right here on the high line. Well, we still got some time, so we're going to hop around. We're going to show love to all the drivers in the race tonight. We're going to start here with Greg Spiker. Greg Spiker of BRX, the man. Good to see you out here, Greg, once again. Love having you guys. Love having the friendly rivalry. You know, it's good to have people around that, you know, look at it like, hey, you know, we're having fun, and that's what's most important. Yeah, we got a rivalry because rivalries make things more fun. You know, and at the end of the day, we're all just getting to know each other, and but it's a good time. As you got the man in here, Christian Rhodes, big-time driver in the Masters of the Draft, making it in tonight. Good to see him out here tonight. As we're going to jump over now and take a look at Larkin Boyer. Larkin Boyer there pulled over in the 10. Looks like he might have gone around too far. As we're going to hop back over with Chris James. Chris James there in the 82. I was wanting to double check the Masters of the Draft league this year to see where Christian Rhodes finished, but it does appear that channel is empty at the moment. So we might just have to show a little love and hop over here in at some point. Try to pull Scott Wise of Masters of the Draft in and have him give us a little bit of feedback about just that, the Masters of the Draft. All right, taking a look now as we're going to be having Brian Hennings, Josh McKinney, Bryce Hinton, Dave Collins, and Matt Brown. Our top 5 bringing us back green. Continue to look here with Edward Fielder, Jackson Berry, Sean Stamper, Chase Rockford, and Joshua Spragg rounding out the top 10. Well, we're going to be going back green this time back. So as we go here, you know, we're looking at If there's a wreck within the first 3 laps, the caution will come out. If not, we're going all the way to 50. At that point, all the cars that were involved in anything in between that time frame will be afforded the opportunity to get those laps back. But this is green flag racing on iRacing's Saturday night. Brian Hennings flying through. These guys are really on it tonight. Bryce Hinton, Josh McKinney right there with him. The 707, the Collinator. He's with them as well. Showing Chase Rockford at the moment. Brian Hennings and Bryce Hinton right there on the high side, rolling tight. All right. We've got it situated. Dave Collins, the Collinator, was not showing up as part of the VRX team tonight. As here we are with the Collinator as we speak. Now in the gyro. At over 200 miles an hour there. Looked like he was at 202 at one moment. Brian Hennings of VRX means business tonight there with Bryce Hinton. Matt Brown there in the white 24 on the bottom side with his teammate Evan Perry locked on. The Wolf in tow. Taking a look at our lap leaders. Bryce Hinton of VRX with 16. Evan Perry the next closest, 7. Brian Hennings. Bryce Hinton of LBS and Brian Hennings of VRX. As Matt Brown has taken over as the leader, at least momentarily there with his teammate, as they're getting a little loose on corner entry. All 3 drivers involved there, the 72, the 24, and the 74, all look like they potentially could have been involved in something there, held it together. Our biggest gainers, Jackson Berry up 24 spots, all the way up to P12. Getting eyes on that man. They're in the 44. Outstanding work, making moves, getting to the front. Looking for the voice, Jim Segredo. They're on the high side in the 21. Right behind Joshua Sprague. They're in the 31 involved. Joshua Sprague was involved in a very big wreck very early on after being rear-ended on a checkup on corner entry. Miguel De La Cruz up front there for a while. Now in the back. Looks like he might be content with just hanging on to the pack. Getting some laps under his belt before he goes back, hard charging. Want to show a little love to Carter Casey as well. Carter Casey with the bush across the hood. Gnarly down the side. I really dig that car, man. That thing is slick. Now watching as they're heading into turn 1. Brian Hennings of VRX, our leader. So he's going to be taking us to lap 37. Looking at the chat, a lot of love for Sean Stamper out there. Sean Stamper all the way up into P5. There on the bottom side with the 24. Looks like Matt Brown right behind him. These guys are familiar with driving with each other. They've run a lot of races against each other in the last couple of years. Watching these guys fly by. Oh, we got guys going around. Into the wall. Looks like Chase Rockford, Eric Hayden. A lot of guys involved there. We're going back. Quarter speed right here. Chase Rockford there on the high side. 44. It looks like he gets into the wall, gets checked up, causing Chase Rockford to get into him. And around they go, and the wreck commences. Taking it back one more time. Going to bring it full speed right from this angle. Definitely not Chase Rockford's fault there. 44 into the wall right there. Whoa, gets loose, comes down, touches the nose, and it's going down. Eric Hayden, we're going to have to get word on him. As guys not willing to check up, just annihilating other drivers out here tonight. Back live. And back up front with our leader, Brian Hennings, Bryce Hinton, Joshua McKinney, P3, the 707 of Dave the Collinator of VRX, and Edward Fielder. Woo, boy, the VRX team really mean business tonight, as we've got 3 VRX drivers versus 2 LBS Highline drivers up front. Well, well, well. Sean Stamper just on the outside of both teams there, looking like he's kind of all alone there in the 09. Bouncing around the track though, showing love. Mama T, she looks like she's getting ready to be lapped, as the lead pack coming around, already down 1 lap, gonna go down 2. See if there's any incidents. A lot of times big wrecks occur on lap cars. Looks like Mama T just holding it down, running a solid line, not doing anything chaotic. As letting the leaders get on by, just trying to catch the draft. Very smart by Mama T of VRX. Dan Charles involved in something. We're taking it back right here. Comes down into the 23 just for doesn't appear to be any reason. Kicking that off. Taking it back one more time. Scott Wise involved in an incident as well. See the 23 there on the inside. Just comes down and smokes him. Dan Charles really, really kicking off a big wreck there. Taking a look at Torque Wrench Motorsports as well. Torque Wrench Motorsports thinking he's going to be able to clear. Oh! Misjudges. Not being willing to check up there that far off the pace. Gonna prove very, very costly. As we're back live. Brian Hennings of VRX. Coming out of entering turn 3, heading out of turn 4 here in a moment. Going to be taking us to 44. Remind each and every one of you guys, we are looking at a stage at lap 50. Taking a look at the chat. Not seeing a whole lot out there other than people giving shout outs for Sean Stamper. Sean Stamper, looking for him. Sean Stamper, NP4 right up front. We're going to go in to crank it up. And we'll be right back with you momentarily. Well, actually, we're going to check out these guys heading down pit road first. So far, looking pretty clean. Nobody having any significant issues. Haven't seen anybody overshoot their box just yet. As these guys are on the move. At this point in time, Miguel De La Cruz, our leader, but not for long as he last pitted on lap 26. So he is definitely going to need to pit here shortly. And it looks like he's heading in now. As Bryce Hinton, our leader out front, but he has got Brian Hennings and Joshua McKinney, as well as Sean Stamper, all locked on, as they're going to be coming up very quick on our leader. It looks like Brian Hennings electing to go with Bryce Hinton, leaving Josh McKinney down by the bottom as he is forced to go back up with no one willing to work with him there. I cannot believe they didn't overtake Bryce Hinton there. Joshua McKinney surely would have wanted to try to link up with him as they are now teammates. But taking us into turn 1 now, Bryce Hinton. Bryce Hinton having led 19 laps now. Brian Henning right behind him with 17 as he's pushing the 28 as they're passing by in turn 3. Getting a quick eye shot of Chase Rockford. Chase Rockford there behind the Wolf as he's coming through in the 24. Mama T right behind him in the 70 as the 56. Not sure. Trying to figure out who is in that 56. Carter Casey. As we're heading back to the front. As Bryce Hinton taking us to lap 49 now. Really interesting to see if Brian Hennings makes a move. Is Sean Stamper going to go? As now, Bryce Hinton's teammate looks like he's trying to make a show of force as he's going down, trying to let him know, like, if you don't help him, I'm going down and will. There he goes. Brian Hennings is making his move. They're on the bottom. They're nose to nose. Sean Stamper making his bid with a little bit of a block by the 28. And the 74 gets it. And then Sean Stamper wrecked by the 22.
Caution, caution. Save us a little here.
Wow, we're going back.
Get your fans on.
We're definitely going back to see that. Sean Stamper suffering major damage after getting into it there with the 22. Quarter speed right here. Sean Stamper comes down trying to stay with the guys in front. Car looks a little loose there. Bringing that back again. Gonna see it from Joshua McKinney's perspective here. Woo! Definitely a racing incident there as both drivers suffering significant damage. And we're back on board with our leader. Wow. Not funny at all as we're looking in the chat. Oh my God, they say Stamper is dead. And they're saying not funny, not funny. We're not sure. But yes, Sean Stamper definitely a serious wreck there with the 22. Taking a quick look at our lap leaders. Once again, Bryce Hinton, 21. Our biggest gainers on the evening, Benjamin Richards, all the way up in P5. 32 spots, along with Jackson Berry in P4. And we are headed to, you know it, we gotta hit some commercials up, man. But before we do that, happy birthday to the Wolf, Ryan Wilson. Once again, our man out there in the AWR Highline car, Ryan Wilson. And we're heading to commercial now, and we'll be back with you momentarily.
Gear up for the season with the latest Highline Racing Network merch. Check it out and shop now. Get your gear for real right here at this link or find it in the Discord channel.
the most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
All right, we are still under caution. And for those of you that don't know, there's been a challenge that's been ongoing now with the drivers of Highline and the drivers of VRX. Here we are with Mama T, and recent footage was released of VRX as they were addressing some of the issues as they are 0-9 against Highline drivers this so far, and definitely got a strong showing tonight, so we shall see what ends up. But for all of you guys that missed it, check it out.
Turn it up.
You were out there iRacing like it was rookie street stocks.
Oh, really? Well, I run top split, you run top excuses. Girl, please. Listen, Mama T, we are like 0 for 4 now against these Highline guys. It's time to bring out the big guns.
I thought you were a big gun.
Apparently not big enough.
Look, I'm serious. Mama T, they are whooping our back door. Send reinforcements.
Keep talking, big dog. I'm going to watch this back on replay after I beat you.
Big news. We have heard that VRX's Mama T is not happy about the 4 straight losses to Highline. Let's head down to the camp for a closer look.
Highline is whooping the back door. Get up. Train harder. Beat them.
Move it, move it, move it. Faster now, push harder.
Well, it does appear that the absolutely hilarious Queen of VRX is taking Brian Duncan's cry for help serious. We will keep you posted as the rivalry intensifies.
This ain't fate. Rubber meat deal with a whole lot of weight. If you ain't running the high line, you're
All right, well, we're back with you, and yes, indeed, you know that's what out there regarding VRX. We got some recent news. There's going to be some new footage, you know, coming up more than likely next week, as we have been given permission to get into the VRX camp once again and see how they plan to counterpunch.
Green flag, green flag, green flag.
As we're back green though on the Highline Racing Network right here, as Edward Fielder and the 66, and Jackson Berry, they're on the bottom side of these guys are working hard out front. Wow, this is a big time race going on. As Edward Fielder there in his 66, starting 10th, out front now. Means business. Bryce Hinton right there with him. Jackson Berry and Chris James in the top 5, along with Bryce Hinton. Oh, we got Brian Duncan. He's off the track, trying to merge back in. So far, it's not looking bad, but the caution is
Hey man,
out.
your mic sounds like it's a little far away from your mouth again. Just double check that for us, please.
Looks like Greg Spiker involved. We're going back while we're under caution. Definitely in the wall. Looks like several cars. Looks like Joshua McKinney is involved in this as well. Quarter speed at the moment as Eric Hayden up in front of that. Looks like Eric Hayden is involved in it first. That definitely kicks it off. That checkup there with multiple taps where looks like the 72, the 10, and the 100 had multiple hits. Now we're going to go back and see what occurred with Greg. Greg Spiker there at the 65, just above the yellow. Getting into it with his teammate, Brian Duncan. And we're going back live. Miguel De La Cruz, Brian Hennings, Jerry Fassett, and Benjamin Richards. Our top 5 at the moment. As we see the 44 trying to pull a little juke move. Hey, you guys know what we do. We're going to take a look at the chat while we're under caution here. We see the... Looks like DLO 1771, man. We're curious who you're pulling for tonight. Let us know in the chat who you guys got for tonight. In the meantime, we're heading over to check out some old fans. I take that back. We're not going to check out the old fans. We're heading over to see another commercial.
For every race, I make sure my lug nuts are tight and my breakfast is tighter. Lug Nut Cereal Pride. Breakfast at high speed. People always ask what makes me so fast on the track. Talent? Skill? Nope, Lug Nut Cereal. It's the only breakfast built like racing tires because champions don't eat flakes, we eat lug nuts. Get yours at stores near you. This is what keeps me going after getting turned on the last lap.
If the plan doesn't work, change the plan, but never the goal.
Riding on the circuit, hear the engines roar. Got my crew behind me, taking over the floor. While the haters hate, I'm on the set for more. This is my time.
All right, we're back with you. We're still going to be going around another time by. So indeed, we are gonna show some recent fan interactions with the Highline staff. We're going down now.
We are Sebastian Michaels' emo fan club. Oh yeah, that's right. CNY is straight punking people today. Yeah!
Oh honey, thank you so very much, Mr. Randy. I like you and want a race car driver husband. Then we can go to Walmart every day for shopping and I cook noodle for sure.
Well, I do love Walmart.
Mr. Driver, over here, please. Sign this for me. Please, just one more. I need this signature. Hey, right here. Just talk about your team dynamic, Josh, on LBS.
Okay, cool. I basically saved LBS from going bankrupt. Straight up. When I got here, Lark didn't know how to qualify, so I schooled him up. I give it to him, though. He can add numbers like 6 and 7, and he know it's 13 automatically. Yeah. We are going over technical moves with Lark today. First lesson, anti-wreck. And you see the kid seems to be a magnet lately for my inside quarter panel.
All right, kids, in we go.
Okay, honey.
Watch your step, guys. Hurry up, we're ready to go. I taught the whole team how to qualify. I am the mastermind.
Yeah, I'm in the veins, feeling like a dog.
All right, lights are out, and we're going to be going back green. As we're heading back green now with Jackson Berry out front in the 44. They're pushing hard with the 43 of Miguel De La Cruz right there with him. Brian Hennings, Jerry Fassett, and Benjamin Richards all in tow. Jerry Fassett locked on with the 43. The 43 looking in his rear view. All he's got is a whole lot of AWR logo. Jerry Fassett well versed on how to run the I-line. It's looking so far like no blinking issues. So he is up to speed. Oh, the 3 wide now. AWR right there with him. The 44 moving up high, dropping back down right away. As the high line there getting built up by AWR. Jerry Fassett and Eric Hayden right there together. We're showing you got Eric Hayden, Jim Segredo, Sean Stamper, along with the AWR drivers. Team 1 here with Jerry Fassett and Ryan Wilson in the pack tonight. Jackson Barrier, a full-blown new guy into the pack, out running strong up front. Taking a look at our last pit stop stats is Brian Hennings there. He took 2 tires. Jackson Barrier only, looks like took fuel only. A lot of guys took 4 there at that halfway mark. So we'll kind of see and evaluate how that's going to affect the guys up front. As the 44 now being left behind there on the bottom. We got an indication of Edward Fielder involved in an incident. We're going to bounce around and take a look at some of these drivers really quick. As we got Easton Collins of ADM, he is dropped back quite a bit. Coming out of turn 2 all by his lonesome. Sean Stamper holding on as he is right there with Matt Brown. Brian Duncan of VRX in the 13 up in front of the 43, holding it down, looking at 16. Larkin Boyer struggling to fight through these tight packs here in Daytona, but holding 14th at the moment. It looks like we may have lost Christian Rhodes. He is not able to get his car repaired. It's Jerry Fassett as he's coming out off of pit road now. Back with the leaders. If you don't know, we'll be looking at a stage break. Lap 75. At that point, anybody a lap down will be afforded the opportunity to get those laps back. Wow, looking at this up front, what a beautiful sight for the VRX team. Oh, we got an indication of Chase Rockford involved in another incident. We'll go back, but we want to shed light on Brian Hennings, Benjamin Richards, Dave Collins, all of VRX, all up front. Just on the outskirts, you got Mama T and Greg Spiker. We're going to go back and see if we can't get eyes on what occurred with Chase Rockford. Ooh, what happens there? Chase Rockford, whoa, the 44. The 44 just comes up and smokes him. Jackson Berry, not realizing there's anybody there. Looks like he's going to change lanes and just annihilates Chase Rockford there. Not sure who Jackson Berry is, but definitely got into VRX superstar of Chase Rockford. As we're back up front with the leaders. We're going to get ready to go into a crank it up for a few moments, and we'll be right back with you. All right, we're back with you. Taking a look at chat. Giving us shout outs for Sean Stamper. There he is. Sean Stamper currently in 13th after starting 11th tonight. But up front with VRX, Doug Helfer, Scott Wise right there with him. Scott Wise running P2 at the moment. A lot of guys in the pits. Watching these guys come by as they're going to be taking us to lap 72. Looks like Doug Helfer is pitting. Scott Wise staying out. Scott Wise, Bryce Hinton, Joshua Sprague, Ryan Wilson, and Brian Duncan showing as our top 5 at the moment. But quite a few of these guys significantly far. Like looking at Brian Duncan, he's almost 2.5 seconds back at the moment. Looks like he has been overtaken. Looking at Scott Wise now as he's coming up on Greg Spiker as they all move to the high line. Greg holding the bottom as Scott Wise taking us to 73. Watching as Bryce Hinton of LBS. We do know that Scott Wise is linked up right now as an ally with LBS as he's running right now in a chat with Bryce Hinton. Taking a look at, we notice, looks like Scott Wise heading in now. He's got his wife in the chat as well, potentially helping the cause, maybe spotting. Referring to Lauren Wise, race control in the Masters of the Draft. Big shout out to Lauren. But we're moving up here now to Bryce Hinton as Scott Wise is now pitted in. And Bryce Hinton going to be taking us to 75 and to the stage as there's currently a battle with Bryce Hinton and Joshua Sprague. Ryan Wilson in the mix, but Larkin Boyer laps down at the moment, locked on with his teammate of Bryce Hinton. It looked like it's going to be all she wrote. They're going to pick up stage 3 right here on the I-Line Racing Network.
Call caution. Fellas, we have got a very, very difficult decision
All
this week. So
right.
make sure we're minding our P's and Q's.
As Bryce Hinton, and once again, another congratulations to Bryce Hinton picking up the stage win. Big help by his teammate Larkin Boyer, who's currently 2 laps down, being in the right place at the right time to help his teammate. That is good racing. That is smart racing, and that's what you get anytime you're dealing with LBS. Well, here we are taking a look at chat. It says, we got a message in here from Richard Raymond saying, that's so foul. He says he could have let up and not caused that. Not for sure what exactly Richard Raymond's referring to in the chat, the live chat. And then We're hearing from Captain Goody saying G-Day from Australia. Hey, man, good stuff, man. Wish you were in here racing with us tonight. We don't have too many drivers, running from Australia, but we got a lot of friends that are Australian, so we look forward to you joining up with us here next time. And then we see him calling out, Stamper has risen. Yes, indeed, he did. He is back alive for sure. Yes, sir, man. Well, welcome to the party. If you don't mind, let us know if you're pulling for anybody specific, Captain Goody. We'd love to know. But in the meantime, we're going to take a look at our top 5 and what we've got going on at the moment as we're looking at Bryce Hinton, still out front with a phenomenal 24 laps led. Only Brian Hennings of VRX out in front of him with 28. Brian Hennings currently now dropped back into P8 as he's coming around. Ryan Wilson, the Wolf of AWR, though, he is definitely set to make moves as they are vastly approaching what AWR and the Highline guys all say. It's money moves time. Yes, sir. Captain Goody in the chat. We love the ovals, too. Oh, yes. SVG is no joke. We just had one of our friends that was racing with SVG just last night, it was. There was a post on Facebook about it as well. Here on the Highline, I apologize. We're here on the Highline, but those guys were racing a different race in iRacing. A lot of love to iRacing, of course. We couldn't do anything without those guys making it possible. As we're going to go over there and show a little love. And we'll be right back with you.
The most realistic online racing sim ever made. This is iRacing. Detailed laser scan tracks, fully dynamic real world cars, and over 50 series to choose from. 6 online world championships offering over $400,000 in annual prizes. This is the original esport racing game. This is iRacing.
As we're back with you now, Scott Wise up front with his teammate currently tonight with Bryce Hinton. Brian Hennings's right there with him as well. Ryan Wilson of Angry Wise Racing.
Green flag.
And the green flag is back out, and we are on the move. Scott Wise there on the bottom, holding the yellow tight. Beautiful sight. These guys are coming through, heading into one. Real tight, bumper to bumper action all the way through into turn 2. On to the back stretch. The 23 locked on to the 28. Yes, sir, we're talking Bryce Hinton of LBS. Sean Stamper right there, P3 at the moment, locked on with his teammate of AWR, Ryan Wilson. The 43 trying to hold on to the draft. Going to get a big run here in a moment. Going to need to check up if he doesn't play it right. I told you it was money moves time, and that's what is happening. These guys are definitely battling. Seeing some movement back in the 8 and 9 marks. Quite a few guys making moves in the mid-20s. As we're coming out of 4. Coming in through the tri-oval now. Still the high line showing the dominance as normal in the Gen 6 with the draft package. Is Bryce Hinton and the Wolf right there locked on as we're seeing Joshua Sprague going around. We've got a wreck in the tri-oval with Joshua Sprague. We're going back. We're going to take a look. Joshua Sprague there with the 31. 31 gets high on him. Unable to lift in time. Getting into him, getting him turned, causing some significant damage. Scott Wise watching to see if he's able to merge back on. Scott Wise has. And we're going to see it one more time. And we're back live. Bryce Hinton, Ryan Wilson, Sean Stamper, Miguel De La Cruz. Miguel De La Cruz on the 43. Right there with them. Taking a look in the chat. Oh boy, we see quite a few going around. Looks like we had several cars back there involved in something. We're taking it back quick. Oh yeah, they're stacking up big time. The 72 getting off. Looks like Doug Helfer in the pits. Possibly had to tow. It's Bryce Hinton. Got a whole lot of wolf in his rearview mirror as the 23 is right there with him. Looks like right there as you're watching as the wolf is just popping out, trying to cool. He's playing his cards right as he's also watching as Eric Hayden is there on the inside. Looks like Eric Hayden also with his teammate of Jim Sagredo. We told you guys, some of these guys were back there playing safe. They were utilizing this, the tactic of, utilizing attrition. You don't want to have your car wrecked out early. You need a fast repair or two towards the end. Yes, sir. We see in the chat, Joshua Sprague retired from the race following that last big wreck. We definitely seen you caught up in a few things tonight, man. Super speedway racing, at the end of the day, hang in there, be tough. We'll see you next time. Moving into a quick fan cam as we're going to watch these guys come around. And now over, going to check out some of the camera angles from the Highline Chopper. We got the boys in the CH-47 Chinook tonight flying high over Daytona, giving us this outstanding view right here on the Highline Racing Network in Daytona. Well, one more time through in the fan cam. As we're at 88, coming to 89. Bryce Hinton now starting to really separate himself. Oh, we see Brian Hennings getting loose with AWR's Eric Hayden back there, but they all save it. But it looks like they're definitely going to lose pace, especially with the Wolf locked on as he just hands the 28 his 35th lap then of the race. Our fastest five, Carter Casey, Chase Rockford, Chris James, Greg Spiker, and Mama T. Biggest gainers, Benjamin Richards, all the way up into P5, up 32 spots, along with the voice, Jim Sagredo, also up 32 spots, up to P8.
Caution's out. Tell us what you got when you get a chance.
And the caution is now out here in 89 of turn 4. Looking at our repairs, Derek Jacobs with over 10 minutes. Joshua Crispin over 6. Chase Rockford over 4. Carter Casey as well. Wow, a lot of guys suffering some rather significant damage. All right, guys, at the end of the day, if you're out here hosting races, if you're helping admin, if you're planning to run a league, you just want to host some races, what do you need to be successful? Well, I can tell you, I've had a lot of different things. I've had keypads, I've had number pads, I've had Stream Deck, but now I have an admin box. And if you're going to be successful, if you're going to be professional, if you're going to offer, you know, exactly what all the guys need in your league or the races you're hosting, get an admin box. It's going to make your life so much better. You don't even know. It's all built ready to go. It's basically plug and play. You download an app, it boots up, you fire up the app, and it fires up the admin box, and it's extremely cool, man. You'll love it. Check out Admin Box.
You were out there iRacing like it was rookie street stocks.
Oh, really? Well, I run top split. You run top excuses. Girl, please.
Listen, Mama T, we are like 0 for 4 now against these Highline guys. It's time to bring out the big guns.
I thought you were a big gun.
Apparently not big enough.
Look, I'm serious. Mama T, they are whooping our back door. Send reinforcements.
Keep talking, big dog. I'm going to watch this back on replay after I beat you.
Big news. We have heard that VRX's Mama T is not happy about the 4 straight losses to Highline. Let's head down to the camp for a closer look.
Highline is whooping the back door. Get up. Train harder. Beat them.
Move it, move it, move it. Faster now, push harder.
Well, it does appear that the absolutely hilarious Queen of VRX is taking Brian Duncan's cry for help serious. We will keep you posted as the rivalry intensifies.
This ain't fate. Rubber meets steel with a whole lot of weight. If you ain't running the high line, you're...
All right. We are back with you. Right here on Saturday night with the Saturday Night Showdown on the Highline Racing Network. We're going to be going around one more time. You know, we also want to give a big shout out to Team Watson Racing Setups. Official sponsor of the Highline, provides all the setups that the Highline needs to be successful running these hosted races, as well as the Superior League. And they provide top-notch setups for the community as well. They are a community. They do so much more than just sell setups. They're coaches. You know, they will link up with you and teach you how to repair your car, how to set it up, I should say, to your liking, to your driving style. So, with that said, we're going to check out some Black Flag Coffee and TWRS.
Highline Racing's official fuel. So strong, you'll pit for seconds. One leg, full throttle. Black Flag Coffee keeps me hopping faster than pit road gossip. Black Flag Coffee, because sleep is for the caution laps. That will do it. When it's time to go lightning fast, you need Team Watson Racing setups. We use real thunder.
When you're looking for a setup and a community that stands behind it, Team Watson Racing Setups. Serious setups for drivers who are done guessing.
Yes, sir, we are back. And the pace car is going to be heading in this time by, as Scott Wise and Bryce Hinton will be taking us into the Pedley start zone, bringing us back green with 7 to go. And the green flag is out. Scott Wise there with the 43 of Miguel De La Cruz right behind him. But just like that, he goes to the high side. And they're going around. And there's a wreck, a big one. A lot of guys involved. The caution is coming out.
Kind of walk me through a lap here, please.
Wow. I wonder, did somebody miss a gear? What happened there? We're going to pull that back right away. We're going to head back to the scene of the crime. Gonna try to look at it here from Mama T's angle as we're at quarter speed here. Mama T, they're on the bottom in the 70 of VRX. Currently they're in the 7th position. Looks like, ooh, it does look like that was actually part of it. Not sure. Did Jim Segredo, did he come down or did Mama T come up? We messed that up. We're going to take it back one more time. Quarter speed. Mama T's drifting up as then she stops. Jim Segredo there, the voice, the jet, the man of Highline, Jim Segredo. He comes down there just a little too far. Onto the nose of Mama T, it looks like. Really close. They both went, one went up, one went down, but I think Jim was more the man in this massive wreck. We're going to have to see it one more time. That was wild start right there, guys. And here we go. I think we should see that in the fan cam. And then we're going back live, I promise. We're heading back live. As we're on board now here with Scott Wise. Scott Wise here in first of Torque Wrench Motorsports. It does look like you're going to be going by. Man, oh man. This is gonna be intense. Scott Wise, Bryce Hinton, Ryan Wilson, Sean Stamper, and Mama T. Our top 5. Oh boy. We would love to pull Scott Wise in the chat now, but we're not going to do it. Scott Wise is locked in at the moment. I know this man well. He is locked in. He is motivated. He is probably in he's probably got that leadership mode engaged as he's letting the guys of LBS know, what the strategy is, what the move is gonna be. These guys practice. These guys put in the work, and it stands out. You know, just as Ryan Wilson of AWR right there. Nobody runs Daytona and Talladega in a Gen 6, you know, like the Wolf, man. He can run with the pros. He can run with, you know, the guys that are, you know, the novice guys, you know, or he can run with some top-notch, badass drivers like we got out here tonight. Yes, sir. The 31 Lakeside coming through. Our man, Scott Wise, representing Illinois tonight. Scott Wise with 9 laps led. Currently up 29 spots. Looking at the chat. Stamper's paint scheme is looking sharp. Yes, it is. Yes, it is, but we're going back green. We're heading into the Pedley start zone, and the admin box green flag is out. And we are back. What's going to happen now? We got some top-notch guys up front. Bryce Hinton there on the high side in the blacked out 28. Scott Wise there on the bottom. Sean Stamper right there with him as well. Eric Hayden. We've got some teams in the works. Right now we would look to see. Looks like Bryce Hinton of LBS, of course, linking up. Oh, and we got a wreck in the back. Looks like the 71. Looks like the 71 might be involved in something back there. Definitely looks like Jerry Fassett and Brian Duncan may have been involved in something. We're going to go back. We're going to run it old school. You can see that Jerry Fassett's definitely got some, looks like some significant damage there on that right wheel. Full speed. Oh! Evan Perry getting into it, causing that one. It looks like, I'm not sure if the 13 came down or not on the nose of the 72. '72's holding. Yeah, it looks like the 13 gets into the wall and comes down a little bit further than he wanted to, getting into it there with the 72. As we're back live under caution. While we're here one more time, happy birthday to the Wolf of the High Line and AWR. Man, what a year. What a year for this man. A ton of wins as well. Big stuff. Happy birthday to the Wolf, Ryan Wilson. You hear them in the crowd. I hear them. They're screaming. They're shouting. You know, they're going crazy right now in the stands. It's so loud I can hardly hear. All I hear is Stamper, Stamper, Stamper. Man, the guys love him. If you check the live chat, they're right there. This guy has the coolest cars all the time. Indeed. Caution light still out on the pace truck, so we will be going by one more time. what a race it's been. What a race it's been with Bryce Hinton now. Sean Stamper, Eric Hayden, Matt Brown all out front. This is going to be something else, I tell you. If you didn't know, we got 3 green-white checkers.
Green flag.
And the green flag is back out. Bryce Hinton with a great start. Sean Stamper there on the high side. Yes, indeed, we was expecting to see Hinton move to the high side, linked up with one of the Highline standouts. Sean Stamper there in the 09. Beautiful black and red car. He's got Matt Brown right behind him, though. Matt Brown can be very contentious at times. Oh, and they're going into the wall. We got a big one. Segreto's in it hard. Segreto's in it hard. The 43, De La Cruz. The caution is out. We're going back. We got to see it. There it kicks off. Looks like the 43 getting into it with Josh McKinney. We're quarter speed here. Miguel looks like he gets a little bit of a bump there off the 22 that pushes the 22 back, probably on a checkup up against Brian Hennings. Gets onto the high side, but the 43 not realizing the 22 is even there, coming across, thinking he's free to take that lane. Not clear, my friend. The 22 was there on a decent run. Going to pass you there, I do believe. It happens to the worst times. It happens at the worst times. It happens to us all. And we are back live. So looking like the 21 of Jim Segredo still in the pits. Jim Segredo a lap down. I do not know if he's going to be able to come out or not. Looks like the 155 also potentially stranded, potentially nothing else that can be done. For everyone that's watching, for everybody that watches here in the near future, you know, we want to remind you that we really could use some more subscriptions. So guys, just, you know, it's free. You just click subscribe and, you know, it helps us tremendously. It helps the algorithm. And if we can reach 1,000, which last I checked, we were around 40 or so, 40 and some change away. Man, we could really use some more, man. We'd love to get monetized and kind of venture into that world, kind of see how that works and how we can really make it more worthwhile, if you will. Looking at the chat, got Lark. If I win with all this damage, y'all owe me $5. Let me see where my man Lark's at. My man Lark's back here, P6. I tell you what, Lark, I'll take that bet. You win, I got $5. You lose, well, you'll be wrecked out of the race. That's all I can say, I guess. All right, I just put it in the chat. I will take that bet. We are locked in, Lark. Whoa, boy, man, what a race it has been, though. Bryce Hinton out front. Sean Stamper. Eric Hayden. Sean Stamper now P3. Scott Wise and Matt Brown. Rounding out our top 5. Old Larkin Boyer with a damaged car. Looking not terrible on the front. Not terrible on the back. Hey, I don't know if you got any side damage, but it's not looking too bad at all. From what I can tell, maybe a little something on that right wheel. I couldn't tell for sure. We're up front now. Scotty's screaming for his boy Sean. Let's go. Yes, sir. That's what we call him, Shino. Let's see what Shino there in the 09 can do. Pace car's in. They're heading into the Pedley start zone. The 28 of Bryce Hinton on the throttle as we are off. Right away, jumping to the high side, working there with the 09. Look like Scott Wise back in the mix. Superior driving to get right back to the front. As Eric Hayden there on the bottom with SMT's standout driver, Matt Brown. Matt Brown known to be very, very volatile. And by volatile, I mean a guy that you can't necessarily trust. He's going to go for the win. He's going high, he's going low. It don't matter. He's going for it. And as of yet, he has not made a serious move right there behind Mama T. Mama T in P6. Right in the mix, trying to get the first win, saying, hey, if I got to, the white flag is out. I'll come out here and win it myself for the PRX clan. Sean Stamper there on the high side getting pushed out. Bryce Hinton and Scott Wise now locked up, moving to the top. Locked in right now. It's all or nothing. Into turn 3. Scott Wise making a move. Scott Wise hit. Scott Wise is hit. The white flag is out. Nothing can be done. Bryce Hinton right there. Matt Brown gonna try to make a move. Matt Brown making a move. Is it gonna be enough? I do not think so. Bryce Hinton taking the win right here on the high line once again. Oh, wow. Taking it back. A lot of guys involved in a crash there towards the end. Watching these guys come through here. Bryce Hinton definitely holding it down. Coming in through the start zone here as Matt Brown makes his move, but not even close. Not even close. Looked like about a full car. Definitely looked like about a full car. Just over. And while we're here, we're going to go back and see what happened with Sean Stamper. Here we're at Joshua McKinney. So we'll watch what happened with Joshua McKinney first. There's Sean Stamper. Wow, this no hole opened up and nowhere to go. Now over here with the Sean Stamper incident. Looks like there might have been some bumping and maybe looks like one car might have come up there on from the bottom into him, but here we go, full speed. Oh no, just some aggressive bumping, just got a little loose there. It looked like the rear end of the car might have lifted just a hair. Easton Collins' perspective as well. Getting into it there with Eric Hayden, nowhere to go. David Collins there in the 707 as the hole closes up, getting caught there on the back end. Evan Perry in the 72. Nowhere to go in the big wreck back there. And we're heading back live. All right. Well, let's get our results pulled up. We got, with 46 laps led, our winner, Bryce Hinton. Matt Brown picking up P2, and Ryan Wilson of AWR picking up P3. Our hard charger tonight, VRX's Benjamin Richards. Most laps led, once again, Bryce Hinton, as we stated. Fastest lap, Bryce Hinton, and our pole winner, Brian Hennings of VRX. Taking a look over at the overall finish, you know, in addition to our top three, Benjamin Richards, like we said, P4, Edward Fielder of VRX, P5, Scott Wise of Torque Wrench Motorsports, coming in P6, AWR's Jerry Fassett, Carter Casey, Chris James, and Brian Duncan, rounding out the top 10. Looking on there is Larkin Boyer, Greg Spiker, Brian Hennings, Teresa Spiker, and so on. So many as we're going to go through. What a race tonight, though. What a race. Here are the overall results as you're looking here at the final results from the Saturday night showdown right here on the Highline Racing Network. We're taking a look now at the chat. We got several guys in the waiting room, so we are set to pull in some of these guys. Looks like we got a full team. Looks like we got a full team. So we're going to bring them all in at once and hear what these boys got to say. We're bringing in first and foremost, we got Scott Wise. We got Lark. We got Josh McKinney. We got Bryce Hinton, our winner. And their other ADMs, Easton Collins, all in the live booth. But first and foremost, do we have comms with Scott Wise?
Yes, you do.
Outstanding, man. Really was following you hard tonight. You guys were killing it. You know, you were working well with the LBS team there. You know, I really thought you might have an opportunity to pull in a win for the TWM clan. It didn't work out, but at the end of the day, it was a great race, would you say?
Yeah, I would say so. A lot of fun working with the guys. Me, Bryce, and Larkin kind of had a plan going into those last couple of laps to kind of get it going, and executed it most of the way. Just kind of missed it a little bit, but still a good run for this Lakeside Ford Mustang. So I'll take it tonight.
Well, hey, man, you know, congrats there on a big one. You know, a big finish, still pulling in a P6 finish. You know, so big shout out to you, everybody over at the Masters of the Draft. You know, great work tonight. And we've got Ryan Wilson. We got the Wolf coming in P3 tonight. Do you got comms, Ryan?
Yeah.
Outstanding race, man. I could definitely tell you at one point there you were kind of doing that hang in the back, you know, take care of my car, battle of attrition strategy there. But then you kicked it on. You know, what lap you really think you really turned it on and really started fighting to get to the front?
I don't know. I mean, tonight it was a pretty good race. It had a few little incidents and stuff, but I mean, you're gonna have it. It's super speedway racing. But I would say I really kind of liked. I prefer to stay up front, but got tangled up, made a little mistake, and paid the piper. But wound up back up there.
Yes, sir. Well, congratulations on the P3 finish. You know, and outstanding work for Highline, for AWR, you know, everyone right here in the community keeping things strong is our man, Bryce Hinton, you know, our champion. We don't have Matt Brown available to talk to tonight, our P2 finisher, so we're going straight to the champion here tonight. Bryce Hinton, you got comms?
Sure do.
Well, man, you know, it's here lately. It's been win, win, win for you. You know what I mean? It's win after win. You know, I kind of feel like I threw you a bone the other day when I threw up Michigan because, you know, I've really been watching. I definitely noticed that you know a line to run and you run it well, and I'm trying to figure it out. I really am. But I haven't figured it out just yet, so you're safe there at Michigan, bud. But give us your tale of the tape for tonight's race, man, and how it went down with all you guys there in LBS.
Yeah, it was a challenging one. We were really trying to work through the team aspects, get coordinated on pit stops, find where we all are on track, and get together and make plans to get everyone to the front. And you know, it's unfortunate. A lot of accidents, a lot of mistakes by some drivers on the track. You know, held some people back, ran out of fast repairs, and had to spend time getting damage fixed and so on. But you know, all in all, it was a good race. Shout out to Josh, Larkin, Scott Wise, Christian Rhodes, everybody that joined in and helped out and on the LBS team. Hopefully we might be in some contract conversations later after this race. We'll see what happens, but had a lot of fun. And each race we run together, we'll start to understand what each person's going to do. And I'm sure it won't be so long until you all see us in the top 3 and top 5 and so on and so forth.
Yes, sir, man. I expect to see it. I really do. I expect to see. I see, you know, this whole crew that you guys are building over here. I can see you guys competing against DHR, AWR, you know, in the season. I mean, I could see it happening, you know, on a regular basis right here on the hosted races, but when the season kicks off and everything changes and everybody's got to put on their hard hat, you know, because it's all business at that point. you guys are going to be out there racing, and I see DHR, I see LBS, I see AWR, I see Highline, I see all you guys battling, and I think it's going to be an outstanding show for anybody and everybody that watches. And as far as I'm concerned, man, you are instrumental in all of that happening. So congratulations, and the floor is yours. Let you give a shout out, and then we're going to kick it over and let some of your teammates that are here in the chat, let them say a few words as well.
All right. Yeah, man, I love it. I love the team aspect, the competition between teams. I even sent DHR a little bit of an invitation to this race. They didn't take it, unfortunately. It seems like I can't join a race where they're in and they join the races that I can't make. So at some point we'll have to figure it out and duke it out on the track. But at the end of the day, it's all love. We all love doing this stuff. Everybody's got good talent. Everybody spends time and puts a lot of effort into these events. We all have day jobs and stuff we do outside, but this is kind of my second passion, so I really care about it. Hopefully we can really lean into the team rivalries and have that progress throughout the season, but I'm happy where I'm at right now, and we'll just keep it going.
Yes, sir. Well, congratulations, and I think we'll let your teammate Josh McKinney, the 22 tonight, let him take the mic. What you got, Josh?
Hey, Tommy. How you doing, buddy?
I'm good, man. Just having fun.
Yeah, had a pretty rough race there. I was doing pretty good hanging with the teammates in the front there for a while, and then got to clear some things up with the rest of the Highline team and all of that as far as what happens when you spin down pit road and stuff like that. So we'll talk it out and figure everything out. Overall, it was a pretty decent race. I definitely didn't get the result that I wanted, but man, I saw Mr. Hennings running that running that Days of Thunder Paint scheme, and I figured, why not just pretend to be Tom Cruise there for a few seconds? And I did not let off, and it did not pay off.
Well, sometimes it's like that, man. As the one song goes, sometimes it be like that. You're a top-notch driver. I can hear it in your voice. You're disappointed in how things went for you yourself. But at the end of the day, man, LBS pulls out the win tonight on the Saturday Night Showdown. So at the end of the day, you guys will be out there in the virtual world partying it up, throwing salt over your shoulders and chugging down tequila, whatever the case may be. So smile at the end of the day, Josh, man. Your team just got that win.
Yeah, well, I don't think Lark's not going to be chugging any tequila, but maybe a high C orange or something like that is due for him. Honestly, man, I got to give it up for Lark. He's the creator of LBS. He's the founder of it, and he's doing a damn good job at building his team there. Recruited me first, right? And then on to Bryce and Christian and Easton and all of them. And it seems like we're doing really good. Just working together, learning. And Scott's going to be a good help too, right? Man, I'm excited for where the future is going to take us. And honestly, I think we can compete for every single win. So I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. And I can't wait to see all of you guys on the track next time.
Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. And now we got the mastermind of LBS. We got Lark in here. Lark, you got comms.
What's up, man?
Well, you're in here, man. You were in the waiting room, so we got you up here. We're waiting to hear what does the mastermind of LBS got to say after his teammate comes through, pulls in the win tonight here on Saturday Night Showdown.
Well, first off, I just want to say you got lucky on that bet, brother.
I did.
But no, Bryce did a great job tonight. I think every race we go to, we feel each other better, with our driving styles and everything, kind of like what Bryce was saying. I think we're getting, better and better at noticing each other's tendencies and knowing how each other drives, and we get more team bonded every week, and that's why I have, usually after every race, the whole LBS team will come up to the waiting room. I just want to get us doing more things as a team and, get that team aspect because, we can't do this on our own. That's why I founded LBS, is because, I was getting beat by DHR and AWR, and I was tired of it. And I said, well, I can't do it my own self, so I went out and I got Josh and I got Easton, and I made alliances, and it's got me here. So I would not be here without any of these guys, without Josh, without Bryce, Easton, Scott, all of them. I'm really appreciative of all they do, and they've been a huge help, and I'm just glad I get to do this on a, week-to-week basis. Like Bryce said, we all have our stuff we do in the day, but this is something I really enjoy doing, and it's something I'm pretty passionate about. So I'm happy I get the pleasure to be here, and run with Highline, and it's been a great honor to, get to meet everybody around here, and, it's almost became like a secondary family, almost. I don't know. I'm pretty sure some other people can attest to that, but it just feels like everybody's pretty close here, and, we've created a bond that's pretty cool at Highline. So anybody that's not in Highline that's watching this, I advise y'all to get over here now because it is a great place to be. And, I've had my share of run-ins with the admins, but I still love them, and, it's a great place to be. So, yeah.
Well, I heard that, man, and I got to tell you, for your age at 16 years old, man, somebody's gonna have to submit you for like class president or something, man. You definitely can sell it. But I mean, hey, man, it takes a business mastermind to be able to pull the guys that you've pulled all onto one team at the moment, and it looks like it's still growing and it's still moving in the right direction. So congratulations to you and LBS as a whole. We're going to start wrapping this up. So
can I say something real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, man. Last words from Lark.
I just want to give a shout out to Easton. I feel like, we brought him on and we wanted to develop him, and now he's upset with finishing frickin' in the top 20 now. So I'm really proud of Easton, and I'm really glad that me and Josh and even Eric Hayden has been able to really help him, and I'm really glad Easton's, on our team, and I'm really proud of him. I've seen, incredible strides to his, racing skills. We went from him wrecking every race to, he's mad at him getting a top 20. So really proud of Easton. I just felt like I needed to give him a shout out. He doesn't give enough credit for what he does, so yeah.
You heard it from Lark. Big shout out to our man, Easton Collins, ADM. And this is going to wrap it up tonight. I'll let each one of you guys move yourself back as we're going to go straight into ending this. We got some guys down in the general waiting to talk. So I'm going to head down to the general here in a moment, and we'll catch you guys on the flip side, signing out on the Highline.
Don't leave. See y'all next week.
Yeah, I'm in the vein, speeding like a dark horse. Nothing can contain me. Hit open pause. Every race I'm taking, no more ID of toes. Counting all the wins, it's me they love the most. Watch me win.